Hi, sweetheart. It's Kimberly Lovell here from the Wealthy Business Goddess Tribe, and it's day 6 of the Law of Attraction and Business Challenge. And so I'm just going to give a few minutes for people to jump on board the live stream. And today, as you can see and hopefully hear, I'm on the beautiful beach at Bournemouth. It's an absolutely fantastic day, lovely blue sky and sunshine, which is my favourite. So drop me some hearts and some thumbs up if you can hear me and you can see me fine. It looks like the signal's good for now. You can never tell with live stream. This is my first time on location, so fingers crossed. So yeah, tell me who you are and where you're from. Hi Christina. Who else is there? Some people lurking. Just let me know where you're from. We'll just give a couple of minutes for some more people to jump on, and then I'm going to dig into today, which is all about opening to the flow of abundance. It would be nice to have the sea behind us. So you're in the UK, Christina, I think, aren't you? In London. And I don't know whether you can share this, if there's anybody here on the live stream that's in the Wealthy Business Goddess Tribe. If you can share this into the Wealthy Business Goddess Tribe, that would be amazing. I really appreciate that. So blessed to have this beautiful blue sky and sunshine. Okay, so I'm going to dive in. As I said, today we're on day 6 of the Law of Attraction and Business Challenge, and we're talking about opening to the flow of abundance. So hopefully you've been listening to the other live streams. We've been talking a lot around mindset, around beliefs, about your niche and who your ideal clients are. We've also been talking about how you can tune into the messages that you need to be using in your marketing to really identify what your clients are needing, the way it is that you're working, and the solutions that you're offering in a way that your ideal clients can recognize who you are and you can build your client base. So hopefully that's been useful for you. I know we've had some people that have been figuring out their elevator pitch. They're kind of quite excited to see people getting clearer on that. That's really great. And really, these are the foundations of what you need to be able to grow your business. So we've talked about lots of things already, but today, as I said, we're talking about the flow of abundance. So what is abundance? To me, abundance is everything that is. We are so blessed. You know, today we've got this amazing, beautiful day here. I'm not sure what it's like where you are, but how blessed and how abundant are we that we have this amazing weather, and I'm here on the beach, and so I've got the sunshine, I've got the sea, and there's so many people here just really enjoying this weather and making the most of it, having fun. So there are so many things that we can enjoy in life that are free as well. So we've been talking about money, but abundance isn't necessarily about money. It's about that feeling of abundance, and that feeling of abundance comes when we are feeling blessed, when we are feeling connected to the universe and to everything that is, because we are creating our abundance. When we are in that space of feeling connected, that we have all that we need, what happens, as I was talking earlier on the live streams, is that we're creating our reality, and so therefore when we're feeling the abundance, then we just create more of that beautiful abundance. And the more abundance that we have, the more abundance that we can share with others. So it's really fantastic to be able to get into this state of abundance and appreciation, of gratitude for everything that we have. Even though there may be still some things that we're wanting to manifest or some things we're wanting to change in our life, to actually focus on that gratitude and appreciation will really help to bring more for us to appreciate and more for us to be grateful for. So one of the practices that I myself do and I share with my clients is about journaling and really setting your intention for what you're wanting to manifest, what you're wanting to create in your life, and how you're wanting to feel. So how do you want to feel in your everyday business when you're working with clients? How do you want to feel when you have all the money that you desire, or when you have the business that you desire? Because the truth is, as you allow yourself to shift into that feeling right now, then you will be creating with that energy. You'll be stepping in to becoming more of who you are, and that's when the transformation takes place. It's all in the now, it's all in the moment. So I'm going to ask you a question. Are you willing to receive? So give me a thumbs up or give me a yes. Hi Laura. Give me a yes if you are willing to receive. And how much are you willing to receive? Yay, thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, so how much? Who's going to tell me? How much are you willing to receive? Are you ready to receive all that you desire? Or are you resisting what the universe is trying to bring to you? Because very often what happens is that we have these desires, we set our intention, and then sometimes we kind of energetically close down, or we push away. How did I know that you're watching me? Because your name's coming up, sweetheart. If you've got any questions, it's a good job actually that I can read and I can see. If you've got any questions as we're going along, then please pop them in the comments, because I'll be able to answer your questions live. Hi Alda. Yeah, so all of it, yeah. So here's the thing, if we want to be able to receive all of what we're asking for, first of all we need to ask for all of it. And then I can't see you physically. In my mind's eye I can. So if we're wanting to receive all of it, we need to be able to ask for all of it. And so what are you asking for? Are you asking for everything you want? Or are you asking for what you think is reasonable, or what you think you can achieve, what you think you can manifest or create? Because often what happens is we kind of lower our expectations and we don't ask for what we truly want. So often in our childhood we grow up with programming, and also in our adult life we kind of get the idea that we shouldn't have these wants, or we shouldn't have these desires, we shouldn't have these dreams, that we should be happy and we should be grateful for what we have. And of course we want to be grateful for what we have, and that's key. I've just been talking about that. That is the key to having more of what we want. So when we can appreciate and be grateful for what we have, then we're actually inviting more and asking the universe to bring more of that, please. But what I'm talking about now in terms of receiving is where we actually close down and shut off, and where we don't allow ourselves to receive all that we desire and all that we are worthy and deserving of. So I should have bought something to tie my hair back, shouldn't I? Never mind, it's all entertaining. So yeah, how much will you allow yourself to receive? And if you're saying all of it, then that's great, that's fantastic. So if you could open your heart and your arms wide, and you could say yes to the universe, and yes to yourself, and yes to all that you're wanting, then that's fantastic. That's the space that you want to be in. What I notice sometimes, and I noticed with myself the other day, when people were leaving some comments and some compliments on the live stream, and I didn't like them. I liked the others. I was too busy answering people's questions actually, and I was kind of prioritising that after the live stream. But then I caught myself, because I thought, I must go back and say thank you. So how are you at receiving compliments? Let me know. Is it easy for you to receive compliments? I'm sure you probably give people compliments. Do you receive compliments? Sometimes we can feel a little bit awkward if somebody compliments us and we kind of brush it away. Hi Melinda. So it's really about allowing yourself to receive, and if we're not receiving the small things like compliments and little gifts, little things that come our way, then how can we expect to receive the big things? The energy of saying no, or of ignoring or brushing them away, dismissing them, is the same energy. And so we're sending that message to the universe that we don't really want this appreciation, we don't want this acknowledgement, we don't want these gifts that we're being offered by the universe and by these beautiful people that are coming into our lives, because we're all co-creating together. So I hope this is resonating for you. I hope it's making sense to you. Just give me a thumbs up or hearts if it's resonating. Let me know if you've got any challenges around receiving. Where do you most struggle in terms of receiving? And more importantly, let's move on to what you can do about it. I've talked about gratitude, and I've talked about journaling, and they're both really fantastic tools. The journaling is important because it will really help you to dive deep into your psyche and your unconscious. And as I've said earlier on in the live streams, this is the part that is creating, has all the power in terms of creating what it is that we're experiencing in our reality and in the world. Yeah. So we are amazing creators, but unfortunately we sometimes, get my words out properly, unfortunately, sometimes what happens is we resist this abundance and success, and we don't even realise that we're doing it. So where have you been saying no? Where have you been saying no to the universe and no to yourself? Thanks, Alda. I really appreciate that. So Alda says she's worrying that she'll be betrayed and the compliments aren't real. Yeah. And so sometimes what comes up for us is our own inner stuff, because we don't believe, we haven't got that self-love or acceptance or self-worth. When somebody else reflects that back to us, we can't accept it. Yeah. So it's all a journey, but the more that you can love yourself, the more that you can value yourself, the more that you can receive from the universe. Yeah, Laura's saying rejection. Rejection is a huge one, yeah, it's really quite a bottom belief, rejection. And so often when people are scared of failure, or they're scared of success, it's because they're frightened of being rejected in terms of making sales. Yeah. So they won't put out the offers because they feel that people might say no to them, or they're uncomfortable selling or making that offer, and they don't want to risk that rejection. So it's really important to get clear on what it is that's going on for us, so that we can dive into those beliefs and those feelings, and we can heal and clear them, and then create what it is we're wanting to create, so that we can actually receive what we want, and we can receive from ourselves as well. We can be kind and gentle to ourselves. And loving of ourselves, so not rejecting ourselves, not saying no to our dreams and desires, but saying yes. So I hope that's giving you some food for thought. Okay, so then there's also sometimes about receiving. I know this is a really interesting one, but I went through some muscle testing the other day, and I showed you how to do muscle testing. If you didn't have that, we didn't see that live stream, then look back over the live streams. So what I showed you how to do was to muscle test and check your unconscious beliefs. Now sometimes there's the idea that if we receive something, that it makes us weak, which seems crazy, it seems completely mad, okay? But you might want to test that. So test if I receive, I'm weak. Yeah, so sometimes on an unconscious level we're believing that we have to be strong, that we have to do everything ourselves, and so if we have support, if we have help, then it kind of makes us feel like we're weak. And so we try and be strong and brave, and we don't need support, we can do it all ourselves. And you know, Miss Independent, we all need support, okay? And you're going to need support in terms of growing your business in one way or another. You know, maybe you need a coach, maybe you need a mentor, or maybe you need some massages to take care of yourself in your business journey. Maybe you just need a tribe of people around you. Maybe you need people that you can outsource to, and people that can support you with admin or technical side of things in your business. So we do need to be able to receive that support as well, and to allow ourselves to be strengthened. So we don't want to feel weak, because otherwise then we'll have problems accepting that support. Okay, and it shows up with team. You know, if you're wanting to attract people to support you in your business as team people. It also shows up in terms of attracting clients and joint venture partners. It really shows up across the board in all areas of our life and our business. Okay, so this lack of receiving is something that we really need to look at, so that we can allow the universe to flow all of this amazing goodness to us. Yeah. Okay, so if you've been frustrated or flustered, felt anxious or a bit uncomfortable around compliments, I want you to practice receiving compliments, okay? Because compliments are a gift, so we need to be able to receive the gift. And sometimes our natural instinct is to return the compliment to somebody, and sometimes we feel that when we are receiving, that we have to give back, that we have to reciprocate. So there's this flow that I spoke of the other day with giving and receiving, and that definitely comes into it. But you need to allow yourself to receive the gift and enjoy that, not necessarily be wanting to give it straight back. I tell this story about 18 months ago. I was in the States and I'd swapped over my handbags and I was going to an event, and I didn't have my purse in my bag, and so the guy in the coffee shop, really great guy, he said to me, "It's fine, don't worry, have it on us." And I said, "No, it's fine." And so I asked the person behind me who was staying in the place where I was staying, "Can I borrow some money and I'll give it back to you later?" And he said, "Sure." The guy in the coffee shop was not having any of it, and he said, "No, it's fine, it's on us." And I kind of like argued for a little while, and then I kind of said, "Okay, thank you." And then I realised that in my head, all the way to the conference, I was still questioning and talking to myself, thinking, right, okay, so when I get back, I'm sure it's on the bed, and then I'll just pay him in the morning. Then I realised, I caught myself in it, it's like I haven't accepted the gift. And so it was like $2 for a coffee. But I hadn't allowed myself to receive that gift because I was still in my head trying to figure out how I could kind of pay that back. Yeah. Really think about how you are with this receiving and how you could improve that receiving. I think it's like a muscle that we need to practice, receiving as well as to practice giving. So giving to ourselves and receiving from ourselves, but also to be able to give and receive from others. Okay, so has anybody got any questions around that? Connection's still working, so that's good. Sometimes it's really weird doing live streams because you're never sure whether people are still there or not, unless you're kind of getting comments or some little thumbs up and stuff. Sometimes it keeps saying the connection's weak. Okay, my darling, so I've got some tips for you around how you can practice your receiving. So I talked about the journaling, but the other thing is, use affirmations. And I said before, I'm not a great fan of affirmations, but do use the affirmations and affirm to yourself. Thanks, Laura. It was reassuring to know that there's someone there. Good, and you can see me. I'm not all pixelated either today. Cool, so yeah, use these affirmations. Now, you can, if you use I am, okay, this is kind of coming back to our divine presence. The greatest way for us to affect change is at that level of identity, the level of who we are, because who we are truly is spirit. Okay, so when we say I am, everything that comes after that is kind of very powerful and coming in a place of alignment. So try using that one. So I am, and then all of the things that you want to be. Okay. So, for example, if you want to be abundant, then I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am blessed, someone give me another one. I am constantly amazed at what the universe brings forward for me, yeah? So you kind of live in that place of wonder and delight and joy and really appreciating everything that's coming in. And as I said, the universe then brings us more of that, more to enjoy, more to receive. So you can say these affirmations out loud. You can definitely write them down and journal them, okay? Because I think this is really powerful. There's something, I don't use a pen these days. I'm kind of like very much journaling on my computer. So, some people kind of say you should use a pen. For me, it works. With the computer, but however it works for you. There's something about it, actually going through that practice of writing them down or reading them out loud. Sometimes I've got mine written out and I kind of read through them every day and I'm saying them out loud. And I'm really getting into that feeling of how it feels. So I am safe, Laura's saying, I'm abundant, whatever it is that you want to feel, say the I am, whatever it is, and then really allow yourself to get into that feeling. So I was saying, after somebody hurts you, how do you accept the good that they are giving me now? Okay, that's, great question, Arda. So the key to that is to understand what you're learning. Every situation is always serving us. And hello, my rainbow sister. So every situation is serving us, and there's a gift in the situation for us. We're co-creating. So life isn't happening to us, it's happening through us. We're creating it all. And when we recognize that gift and the lessons, then we receive that gift, then we can let go of any kind of blame or any anger or frustration, resentment, any of that, story and drama, and we can forgive and we can release that situation, so that we're not caught up in any negative feelings around it. Does that make sense? So yeah, forgiveness is really powerful, really important, but it's also not just about forgiving others, but it's about forgiving ourselves. So sometimes, you know, we might have forgiven somebody else, or sometimes we think we've forgiven them and we really haven't. We're harbouring grudges or resentments. So really kind of make peace and forgive the other person, but also forgive yourself. Because usually, you know, as I say, it's all learning, it's all experience, and we call into our energy and into our experience people that are going to teach us, and we learn from one another and we learn together. And so when we can have love for ourselves and love for others, we recognise that, you know, it's all good. So there's no kind of like good and bad and right and wrong, and we don't need to get into that whole kind of victim and give away our power. So, you know, to be abundant, you need to be in your power. And who you are is powerful. Who you are is spirit. Who you are is an infinite being. You're connected to everything that is. You're part of creation. You are an amazing creator in yourself. So why would you want to give away your power? Yeah? So be in your power. I hope that's helpful, Alda. So the other thing that I want you to practice doing is to, on a daily basis, really kind of look at what you're intending and kind of get clear about the things that you want to manifest and the goals that you have in your business, the things that you want to create. And, you know, the whole point of these exercises is to get you into the habit, okay? Get into the habit of accepting more than you ask for, of asking for what you want, being clear in terms of what you want. Sometimes we're not clear in our communication and asking for what we really want. Sometimes we don't actually know what we want. So, you know, it kind of is no surprise that there's this kind of mishmash of energy going on, right? We don't get all our needs met because we haven't asked for what we want. But this is throat chakra stuff. This is where we express our creativity and our purpose and how we share our gifts in the world. So, you know, if you've got some stuff around not being able to speak up, not being able to ask for what you want, then really look at that, look at clearing the beliefs and feelings around that, so that you can be clear in terms of expressing yourself, your soul's purpose, but also in asking for your needs to be met, and also in setting boundaries. We've been talking about, you know, the different money archetypes and how they play out in our life and in our business. I know for a lot of the healers and therapists that I work with, they have a lot of nurturer archetypes, and nurturers are amazing, really giving people. They sometimes are not giving to themselves, they're sometimes not setting boundaries, not saying no, so they exhaust themselves and wear themselves out, saying yes to everybody, and then they end up resenting that and they end up feeling exhausted and burnt out. So boundaries is important, not just for the nurturers amongst us, but, you know, for a lot of the archetypes. We need to have healthy boundaries. We need to take care of ourselves in our life, but also in our business, so that we can take care of others. Okay. I'm not sure, those of you that are here, how many of you have done the Sacred Money Archetypes, but if you haven't done yet, or if you're not in the Wealthy Business Goddess tribe, then you want to jump over into the Wealthy Business Goddess tribe. I'll put the link once this is posted and I can manage to access that. And sign up for the free goodies, because we've got Sacred Money Archetypes quiz, which is amazing to help you look and see what's going on in your unconscious and how you can align your archetypes and your sub-personalities within you, so that you can create more joy and more success and more ease in your life and in your business. Okay, so I hope this has been useful for you. I hope you've gained some value and some insights. I'm loving connecting with you. I do wish that I could be on the beach every day with this weather. I so love it. I'm just going to give you a little, see if I can, I've got a tripod now. Tripod even. I've got somebody else's teeth in. Here's the beach. And this is a pier. Absolutely beautiful. There's a little doggy barking away. He's happy playing. Hi Shara. Did I pronounce that right? So yeah, join us in the Wealthy Business Goddess tribe. do let me know what your sacred money archetypes are. I am back tomorrow, and tomorrow we are talking about how you can... What are we talking about tomorrow? Let me have a quick look at the note. Not that one. Day 7. Allowing success and growth. We're talking more about allowing, which again is a really powerful tool, and how we can allow in more of the success and the growth. I'm also going to be sharing with you an opportunity to dive deeper into a lot of the areas that we've been talking about over the past 7 days. So kind of getting much clearer on your niche and the people that you're here to serve and work with, how you can create your offers and your programs, and how you can put together those programs and come up with your marketing copy so that people really get who you are and the benefits of working with you. Because I see a lot of people who aren't clear on their ideal client, or aren't really clear on what they're offering, and putting themselves out there in a way that people are understanding them and realising the benefits of working with that person. So for now, and hi Thelma and Dennis. So for now I'm going to send you lots of love, wish you a beautiful day, and I will look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, or if you've done any of the client, your ideal clients, or you've come up with your elevator pitch, then do let me know in the Wealthy Business Goddess Card, and I'm happy to have a look over and give you any tips around that. And I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. Lots of love, bye for now.